with the football. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. 2 Patriots there to bring him down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
To throw. A left side completion to Jones. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
When I watch Brian Cushing play, sometimes I feel like he's playing in the wrong era. Brian Cushing wanted to be back there when the men were men and just mixing it up. This guy lives to find ball carriers.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Jones on the return. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Play clock winding down. Breeze now to throw. Wide open. It's Marshall, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. 1st down. Here's the run with Martin. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Let's discuss this offense now, and Julian Edelman, very good player.
Has really developed into a terrific slot receiver, and a lot of times he would be the primary receiver. Still mad coming out of college that he's not a quarterback in the NFL. He takes it out on the opposing defenses.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Fresh set of downs here. Now Martin. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Doug Martin, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This one fielded at the 5. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They begin the drive with Lacey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
That's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
He'll drop to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And that'll bring up a fourth down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here's Jones. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
Oh, he slipped right by him. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ziggy Ansah coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Time running out here on the play clock. To throw is Breeze. And he slings one that's incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And it's third down. And now the Lions' defensive starters.
As Darius Slay continues to improve at the cornerback position, he may live up to his own nickname as the Slaymaker.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Now Austin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Lacy. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it'll be 1st down Detroit.
When you take a look at Eddie Lacy, you expect the run we just saw, don't you? A battering ram type of an effort.
Absolutely. Such a tough runner in Alabama where he won those national championships, and a tough runner here in the NFL. A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Second down, 9 yards to go.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
on first down is Breeze. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Throwing now is Breeze. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 7 yards remain now on third down.
Kill.
Now Breeze on third down. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll come out in the pistol. A toss play. This is Martin. And he's got some space here. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way. And
able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On second down, here's Breeze. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he's got his man Hilton. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Their big-bodied receiver. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And a first carry of the game here for Trey Mason. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Tough spot for the offense, 3rd and 8. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Golden Tate. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. This is taken around the 12. One man in the backfield, that's Martin. He'll get the football here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Defense has to stand tall here, 3rd and 1. Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got Bennett. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. On the direct snap, this is Martin. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Breeze. And that's incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Finding time. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On the run, this is Michael. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kristen Michael taking it in from the 20. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here come the Lions now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. to throw now on first down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Let's go!
Back to throw again. That's caught at the 1. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his first touchdown as a Detroit Lion. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Breeze now on first down. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. To throw, it's Breeze. That one complete to Anderson. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down, New England.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So the offense has it first and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So the D-line's going to spread out. Breeze now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Here's Breeze to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Now Jones. And a a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Again, it's Martin. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Eight yards still remaining here on 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run again with Mason. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Trey Mason, 28 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing now is Breeze. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
So out now come the Lions. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
One back is Lacey. And they'll get it up the middle. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right at the 35. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
On 2nd down, Martin. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. Martellus Bennett, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Zach Kerr, the big defensive tackle, the one to get him down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Lacey. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Green 39! Green 39! Detroit!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he connects with Ebron. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Give him 16 on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Detroit 1st down. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Mason. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Another pistol look here.
Let's go! Green 30!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's caught at the 2. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it with Lacey. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Myers able to knock it through, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
Well, the Patriots gearing up to go now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Now a give. It's Michael. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Second down following the run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone, but these short ones still have their value. Throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. They're going to look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Tavon Austin from 8 yards out. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So now here come the Lions up to go for 2.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try and throw for it. Out to the flat for Lacey. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football.
Tighten up. Ready? We waiting?
Breeze to throw on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat. Oh, the Wildcat, it's Martin. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. In the red zone this time.
11. Check 43.
They'll run for it with Martin. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Doug Martin, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually the...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. Ebron with it over the middle. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
He'll look to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And it's a fumble. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Double tight, guys, double tight. You got 4. You got 4. Now let's go. Boom, land it.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.